Hi, everyone. I'm Katie with SPCA International, and we are here with Nicole Nice. And she is one of our positive recovery fosters who is taking care of one of our dogs right now. We'll learn a little bit about that soon. But, Nicole, could you tell us a little bit about your love for animals and if you have any pets currently?
Yeah, so I have a lot of passion around animal rescue and dog rescue in particular. I've been a longtime volunteer with a shelter here in town and was on the board of an animal shelter for a few years. I lost my longtime soul dog, Stanley, in January.
Mhm.
And after a few months of being without him and doing some traveling, I realized I really did want dog energy back in my life, but I wasn't quite yet ready for that, what I call the forever adoption, yet. And I had heard about positive recovery a couple of years ago. I think I saw an article about the program in one of the Denver publications, and I just thought it sounded amazing. I was so inspired by the mission of positive recovery. At the time, I had a dog who was too old and crotchety to welcome a foster. So I knew that after he passed, that I would want to participate in the program for a little while. So right now I'm fostering Ginger. She's 12 and she does best as being the only dog in the home. So I think we were a good fit because I didn't have any other animals in the home and she can be really free to just relax and decompress because she can be kind of high anxiety sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, that's so important, having a place to decompress while they're away
Yeah.
from their person. So, how long have you been with Ginger? How long has this process been?
Yeah, so I've had Ginger now for about 5.5 months, and and it's been a great adventure with her. We're just taking it a day at a time. And it didn't take her long at all to get used to my house and the yard and our routine. I work for a pet food company that has a dog-friendly office. And
Nice.
so Ginger can come to the office with me as well, which she does a couple times a week. Ginger's a really big hit at the office because she's so cute and so chill. She just sleeps in a bed under my desk um, and likes the attention from everyone. And Ginger is a 12-year-old corgi mix. I was told she's a corgi beagle, so she looks just like a corgi, but she's got short hair and a tail. And she's in amazing health for 12. Still has a ton of spunk and energy. So we go on 3 good-sized walks a day. And she's incredibly smart and alert and loves to play fetch. So we've got lots of adventures in store every single day.
I love that. So tell us about, and of course you haven't navigated this yet, but the bittersweet feelings of returning her back to her owner. How do you think that's going to be for you?
I've had a couple people say to me they would have a hard time fostering, knowing that they would have to give an animal up. For me, I specifically fostered through this program because I wanted to help somebody. Um, and I don't want to get emotional, but I feel like there is so much discord and negativity and blame in our society right now. And it was just inspiring for me to be able to volunteer with a program that was inspiring people to do something kind for someone they had never met. I think we need more of that. And to be able to bond through our mutual love of animals, right? Like I have been with Ginger for 5.5 months, and it will be very hard to give her back. But I just remind myself her mom had her for years, and the bravery that she faced into to give her to me for a while so that her mom could heal. Um, and how much joy she will have to have her back. I call myself Ginger's auntie. I've been reinforcing from the very beginning, I am not her mom. She has a mom who loves her very much, and the point is to get her reunited with her mom. Will I be sad? Yeah, of course. And I will send along a little note offering to be here to dog sit if her mom needs or something in the future. And if her mom would rather have a clean break, I understand that too, right? That the purpose of the program is not to um to serve me, but to serve them.
Yeah.
That being said, this time I've had with Ginger has helped heal my own grief at losing my dog in January. Ginger is a particularly loving and nurturing dog. She would kiss me constantly if she could. And having that kind of animal around when I was grieving a loss of my own was really meaningful. And I think ultimately I have gratitude for Ginger's mom for trusting me with her and for letting me have Ginger to help me heal while her mom is taking the time she needs to heal. So yeah, of course it's gonna be sad and I'll miss her, but I will know that she is where she belongs, back with her mom, and I'll have the opportunity to help another dog and another pet parent. Um, and so there's beauty in that too.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's wonderful. I'm so glad that she was a support pillar for you when
Yeah,
you were
she's a sweet
navigating.
baby.
Yeah.
She's a sweet
No,
girl.
it's amazing. It's amazing that animals can heal us in so many ways and that you're giving this person an
Yeah.
opportunity to heal. And it's just this full circle of healing. And that's
Yeah.
what we're doing. That's wonderful. That's what
I
it's all
have
about.
Yeah, I have said to friends of mine that I feel like Ginger was the dog that I was meant to have in this particular moment of my life because she is so loving and nurturing and is a big cuddler. She gave a lot back to me when I needed it. She also is very wary around men and much more anxious around men. And I had a really bad breakup last year, and so same. And so Ginger and I have some of the same baggage.
Yeah.
And we're
Oh.
just there for each other. Um, you know, one girl supporting another through this phase of our life. And listen, Ginger has gone through a really big change too at the age of 12, right? Ginger is away from her favorite person. Um, and so we're all going through big changes and transitions together. And
Mhm.
I think that while those are different changes for each of us, they breed empathy for what we're all going through. And it gives me a lot of joy to be able to be a stable presence in Ginger's life until her mom can be reunited with her.
Yeah. What would you say to another person who is maybe contemplating fostering for the Positive Recovery Program?
I would say that I think if you already have an animal in the home, it's probably less hard to return the animal back
Yeah.
in my situation where I don't have another animal. But I happen to be in this unique time and place where I didn't have any kids or any other animals in the home, no men in the home, and I could really take on any kind of animal with any kind of anxiety or needs. What I would say to other people who want to foster is um, there, there, there is a place for people who want to foster to adopt and want to foster fail. And if that is what's right for them at that moment in time, great. We have so many foster animals available ultimately for adoption in the city of Denver.
Right.
But volunteering through positive recovery helps you not just save an animal's and do something profound for that animal's life. It lets you really help support a person, a human being's healing
Hmm.
and being there for them and extending them a kindness at a really hard time in their life, whether they are needing to go into rehab or some type of medical rehabilitation or escape a scary, violent home situation. Those are traumatic, challenging transitions. And the last thing that someone should have to go through at that time is being separated from a dear family member, which is what these animals are for us. And to have to face into losing your dog or cat while you also have to face into a really challenging healing transition is just a lot for a human. And I am in a stable part of my life where I can extend time, kindness, financial resources to help support not just Ginger, but her mom. And that feels really good times two, right? And the fosters who tend to cycle through and foster and not adopt, they're the ones who just want to help as many animals as possible, help as many humans as possible, and they can handle that transition of giving an animal up and receiving a new animal in. And I'm just in a place where I can do that. And I think a lot of us, if we asked ourselves, we probably have that excess love or time or kindness available to extend to an animal and a human for 3 to 5 months and participate in positive recovery.
Yeah. Well, thank you so, so, so much for your dedication and for taking care of Ginger and sharing your heart and your story and
Mhm.
her story. And it's just, it's so wonderful to connect with our fosters and hear their why. And I
Well,
guess our last question will be a fun one. What has been your
yeah,
favorite moment with Ginger?
I have a few favorite moments with Ginger. Ginger is used to sleeping in her mom's bed, and it was very clear the first night I had her that it would be upsetting to her if she wasn't sleeping in my bed. So
Mhm.
that's fine. She sleeps in my bed. Every morning, the first thing that Ginger does is get up and walk over and give me a kiss on my face. And that is a wonderful way to wake up.
It is.
Um, Ginger and I have also been on a couple of hikes together, and we go on lots of walks around my neighborhood. I have a very quiet neighborhood. Um, and Ginger has a strong attachment to me, even as her foster, and has really good recall. So I'm able to have her off leash on hikes. And when we are half a block from home and she doesn't have to cross any streets, I let her off her leash and she runs full sprint half a block to the front door. And her tail's going in this little helicopter the whole time. And it is adorable because she's happy, she's running, she knows where her safe place is right now.
Mhm.
She knew where her home was in my neighborhood within like 48 hours of being here.
Wow.
Um, and I love that she feels safe here and loved and well taken care of and happy and healthy until she can be back with her mom. I have felt like my Ginger is my charge. My job is to help Ginger feel loved and secure and confident, even though she's had to go through this change of being away from her mom, so that when she returns to her mom, it's a really comfortable, positive reunion. And Ginger understands that her mom did the right thing by her
Mhm.
and letting her be taken care of by someone else while she went to get help, right? That's a really brave, hard thing to do. And I think Ginger will feel that gratitude when she gets to see her again because she's had a safe and happy, healthy home here.
Amazing. Well, thank you for providing that safe and happy home and
Yeah.
for her to even find that so quickly and know where her space is and just feel
Yeah.
so welcomed
She's so smart.
yeah.
Ginger is a clever, spunky, sassy dog. She knows what she wants. So do I. I see certain characteristics of myself in her, and I really respect it. I respect her boundaries. Um, she's one of those dogs that will come and like hit your hand when it's time for a neck rub. And I love that. And she's just a really sweet dog. She's great with little kids that she's met.
Aw,
She wants to keep her distance from other dogs, and that's fine, you know?
really fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Boundary.
here's the thing, like every single one of us has baggage and every single one of us has something we're healing from. I do, Ginger's mom does, Ginger does. I don't know Ginger's story with her mom, but I assume she was adopted because Ginger's a mutt. So Ginger has her own baggage before she got to her mom, right? There's nothing wrong with that. We all have things we're healing from. And what's great is that we can be here for each other, especially right now,
Mhm.
and show each other that we're not alone in that healing.
Yes. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for fostering.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for not only changing Ginger's life, but her mom's. You've made such a profound influence or impact on all of them, and we really greatly appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to show you Ginger one more time. Beautiful Ginger.
Yes. Hey, Ginge.
Hi, Ginger.
Oh, she's
She's in her
perfect.
afternoon nap phase of the afternoon.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's definitely time.
Yeah, yeah.